Con. Beautiful, man. Alright, man. I'm back out here another day. Another slot here. So hopefully y'all can see me. Good angle. Con. Alright, we're back out here another day. Okay, another second, another hour, another minute, another month. Alright, we're back out here, man. Through the spirit and power of Sham Yahawashi. Alright, through the spirit. First and foremost, before we get into anything, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory be unto the Father, Son, Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi. Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great Nelson rule, and taught me the truth and sincere salutation. Salutations unto the brethren, okay, out there pushing this word through truth and sincerity, risking our life and freedom to do so, man. Alright, we're back here another day. Alright, another hour, another second, another minute out here to push the word of Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi. You guys only call God and Jesus Christ, okay? And shoot, man, we just finished the Passover. All right, beautiful. So much to say, man. I mean, apart from my own personal testimony, celebrating the Passover this year was pretty difficult, man. All right, for numerous of reasons. Numerous of reasons, man. Okay, but through the Spirit, man, we got through it. All right, prayer, just reflecting. Okay, and through the Spirit, man. Today we're going into. We're just going to be going through the Spirit. I do want to touch upon the Charagma, okay? That's the main, around that. Last week we were going into World War III, current news, all right? And the reason why I want to touch upon the Charagma is because the central banks are collapsing, man, okay? It's actually really, really big in the news, obviously not mainstream, but it's very big in the news right now, man, all right? The central banks are collapsing, okay? Big banks. All right, the stocks are dropping. I've been telling you guys about the stocks, man. When you watch the news and all that, you see a lot of these stocks. That's why a lot of these companies are firing employees, okay? Because a lot of their money, okay, right? What is happening is a lot of their money is digital footprinted, man. Okay, it's digital footprinted. So once the stocks start to drop, man, they start to lose money. Okay, that's digital money being lost. Okay, and that's a big part of the current world, man. Okay, so a lot of these people, man. All right, you have Amazon. What happened to Amazon? Amazon stocks dropped, and then they put out news that they were closing locations. They're gonna fire around, I think it was 100,000. I don't know if it was 100,000 or 50,000 employees worldwide, globally. Okay, and Amazon is like everywhere, man. Okay, it's in Asia, Africa, North America. All right, Europe. Amazon is global, man. So they plan on closing locations and all that. Okay, you have Apple as well, and you have the metaverse, okay, aka Facebook, okay, right? So you have all those things happening, all right? Current world news, right? You have all those things going on, okay, and that's why a lot of these people are getting fired, man, okay, because a lot of these stocks, okay, are dropping, okay, right? For these companies, these big companies, okay, right? But yeah, man, I just want to read you some of the current world news, okay, and then I'm gonna get you some of the bank news, okay. For edification's sake, I'll read you some articles on the current state of the world banks, man. All right, so it says BBC host, okay, suspension sparks broadcast boycott. That's pretty relevant. It says Iran, which Israel, right? Israel's planning a big attack on Iran, okay, right? They're planning a big attack over there. All right, it says has agreed to a prisoner swap to the U.S. Washington denies claims. It says St. Patrick's Day 2023, Chicago River dyed bright green in annual tradition. Okay, and you have St. Patrick's Day coming up too. All right, this is Indonesia, volcano erupts, spews hot cloud and ash. Right, what a coincidence around the Passover. Right. So next, I just want to get you. Banks. Okay, so hey man, first and foremost we're gonna get, it says what cause, actually no, Slovakia. First and foremost we're gonna get this article, okay? So this is the SVP, man. All right, it says the largest bank failure since 2008 financial crisis. Now, if you guys are not familiar, there was a house market crash, okay, and the economy was basically in the gutter, man. Okay, so this is an article that was published March 11th, 2023, of course. Okay, now jumping down. Okay, let's read the bulletin points. Okay, it says California regulate SVP appoints FDIC as receiver. SVP focus on lending to startups. Okay, so that's what they're doing. Okay, and through the spirit, that's what I've been seeing a lot this week was a lot of people trying to take their money out the bank. Okay, like regular people, rich people. Okay, and I actually brought this up before, but what had happened was the dude, he wanted to withdraw $250,000. All right, I believe that's 250,000 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, he wanted to withdraw that, and they couldn't even withdraw it. They could only give him a certain amount of money, and it took him over a month just to get the certain amount of money. Okay, so the dude was basically going into how majority of the money in the economy, okay, only I think was 3% of it is cash. Okay, the rest is all in a digital footprint. Okay, so that should tell you something, man. Okay, right? First and foremost, that the banks are broke. Okay, right? And number two, all right, I went into this about 2 weeks ago. How they signed a bill disclosing that the bank owns your money. Okay, so they can take it out, withdraw it anytime they want. Okay, they can drain your accounts, and that's what it's gonna come to. Okay, right? That's why the scriptures tell you. That's how the scriptures tell you that gold or silver shall be not in that day. Okay, the scriptures tell you that it's gonna be null and void. Okay, right? So you people think you're gonna withdraw your money, buy a plane ticket, head out of America when it's all burning down, going up in smoke? It ain't gonna happen, man. Okay, you're gonna be stuck here. Okay, and the economy is going to crash. Okay, so let's keep reading. Man. Right, so branches reopen Monday. Okay, it says FDIC is FDIC sell bank assets. Chaos reported amid withdrawals. Okay. Yeah, right. So they're selling assets, man. Okay, and I actually read another article on this. The reason why they're selling assets is because they had no money. Okay, right. So they were selling assets and they were selling shares. Right. So shares, if you don't know, is different people who own a corporation or a franchise. All right. So this corporation can own part of the franchise. This one billionaire, right, who's a guy across the world, he owns shares. And the shares is divided, man. Okay, that's how shares work. All right, a lot of these companies, they're not owned by one person. You people think it's owned by one person. No. Okay, what a lot of these companies are owned by is other corporations, man. Okay, the majority of it, like 75-80%, and then you'll have a little bit of the shares, like 5 to 2% of it is owned by like a billionaire or a millionaire. Okay, they buy a little bit of shares. They dropped a big investment. Okay, so it says bank shares fall in U.S., Europe, but well off loans. Okay, so there you go. All right. It says crisis exposes banking vulnerabilities amid rising crisis. Right, and one of the biggest bank vulnerabilities is that, again, the banks are broke. Okay, they can't loan. All right, and loans are a bit harder to get for over the past couple of years. Okay, right. A lot of people have basically opening your business. Okay, you have to come with a valid reason, and even opening your business, you gotta design a financial plan. How you're gonna keep the money coming in, how you're gonna pay them back, step by step. Okay, right. That's you gotta meet with a financial consultant when you go to the bank. Okay, to withdraw money, all those things. Withdraw money, take a loan. Right. All right. So jumping down, it says startup with lender SVP Group. Okay, became the largest bank to fail since the 2008 financial crisis on Friday, in sudden collapse. Okay, that roided the global markets, left billions of dollars belonging to companies and investors stranded. There you go. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen. A lot of these people, again, you're gonna see a lot of people. They're gonna start to sell their shares. Okay, because it's not worth the risk of them owning, okay, part of that franchise, and they're gonna lose money. The whole point of them buying the shares, okay, or to own part of the company was to bring back revenue, right? So they'll drop what is it called, 5, 10 million, maybe even 50 million, okay, just own a part or shares of the company, okay, and the investment's not investing back, okay, they're not getting revenue, right? So what happens is they're going to start to sell their shares, okay, right? And that's why you see a lot of these CEOs, like the CEOs of big corporations, you had Coca-Cola, Pepsi, okay, Apple, I think it was Amazon. A lot of these big corporations, what is happening is the CEOs are leaving, man. Okay, because a lot of them is gonna have to answer. Why are jobs being cut? Okay, they're talking about why are jobs being cut, why are pay being low, why is hours getting cut. You know, they're gonna have to answer to those things. They don't have no answers, man. Okay, so it says California banking regulators closed the bank, okay, which did business in Silicon Valley Bank on Friday and appointed a Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Okay, so that's what that is. That's an FDIC. Okay, it's a Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Okay, so there you go, man. All right, let's read this last part and we'll get some scriptures. It says, based in Santa Clara, the lender was ranked as the 16th biggest in the U.S. at the end of the year, okay, with about 209 billion in assets, okay. So assets, okay, right? What you gotta understand is a lot of corporations and franchises. What they do is they own a lot of real estate, man. Okay, a lot of these banks own these like the banks own the houses, man. Okay, the banks own the houses unless someone buys it out from the bank, like they buy land. Okay, they'll buy property. Okay, right? But a lot of these banks, man, that's where the assets are being lost. Okay, and that's why a lot of these, again, man, that's where I was going to the eviction rates. Okay, a lot of these landlords are gonna start to sell their properties, man. Okay, you know why? Because the government is signing bills so these people can stay in there. You know, they don't have to pay rent. How's the landlord supposed to make money? How is he supposed to pay other things? How is he supposed to maintain and keep the house? That's coming out of his own pockets, man. Okay, that's coming out of his own wealth. Okay, so you're gonna start to see a lot of that, man. Okay, a lot of people are gonna start to sell their properties, their houses, businesses. Okay, and start to go back to their own country. Okay, and that's why I brought that out last week. Okay, I was going into World War III. What was the scripture in Isaiah, the 13th chapter? Okay, every man shall flee back into his own land, man. Okay, that's what you're gonna have happen. Okay, so that's an asset, man. They lost two. Slovakia. It says ranked as the 16th biggest in U.S. at the end of the year, end of last year, Slovakia. It says, and with about 209 billion in assets. Okay, specifics and tech-focused banks' abrupt collapse were jumbled, but the Fed's aggressive interest rate hikes in the last year, which had crippled financial conditions, and the start of a space in which was notable player seen front and center as it tried as capital offset fleeing deposits. The bank lost 1.8 billion, okay, not million, billion, okay, on treasury bonds whose values were torpedoed, okay, by Fed rate hikes. Okay, so there you go, man. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, that's what's going on. All right, and this is the biggest. They're saying this is the biggest bank crash or global crash since 2008. Okay, what were people doing when the housing market crashed? What were they doing? They were taking out loans. They were taking out loans, man. Okay, and a lot of people got fired from their jobs. Okay, a lot of people got fired from their jobs, man. So what were they doing? They were taking out loans, and the banks were giving out loans. That's what I was trying to tell you. Okay, Alkims, that it's getting harder to take out a loan over the past couple years. Okay, and as you see more on social media, a lot of these people are what? They're like, I want to open my business, I want to do this, I want to do that. They go to the bank for a loan. No, we need a financial plan, okay? From start to finish, where we're going to give you the loan, how you're going to make your money, how you're going to send it back to us, monthly payments, all this stuff, man. It's harder than it looks, okay? So let's get Revelation chapter 13, okay? Because the economy is going to crash, okay? And that's what a lot of these economies are with each other, man. They're trying to crash each other, okay? Because that's an act of war, okay? You cripple a country by bankrupting their economy. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 13, and we'll start at verse 11. It says, and behold, another beast came out of the earth, okay, and he had two horns like the lamb, and spoke as a dragon. Okay, now the dragon, again in Revelations, is consisted of European Union. I went into that last week. Okay, the European Union. Who created the European Union? America. Okay, America created the European Union. Okay, and I already went into why they created it, man. Okay, because why? If America wants dominance, they want to eliminate as much enemies or possible threats as possible. So what do? They made everyone join in. Okay, you had Spain. Okay, you had British, the English, Portugal. Okay, all these European nations are together. Okay, and they're major European nations, man. Okay, you have Spain. Okay, right? You have a lot of these hey man, a lot of them got wealthy through America, man. Okay, right? It says, verse 12, he exercised the power of the first beast before him, right? So that's Esau's first captivity, okay? Esau's first captivity. right? Esau has ruled 3 times. You have the Greece Empire, the Roman Empire, and then now you have the American Empire. Okay, these elites rule America. America's a corporation, man. Okay, your presidents are just there to give the illusion that, oh, someone's running the country. It's to shy away who's really behind anything. Okay, America was bought, America was sold and bought a very long time ago, man. Okay, right? It says, and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right? Okay, these people worship the beast system. Okay, the beast system. We're in the beast system right now. The American system, the Roman system, the Greece system. Okay, the system is the economy. Okay, the dollar. Okay, all right. Esau's war tactics, his ideologies. Okay, that's why it says they were drunk off the wine of Babylon, man. Okay. The system of America, okay, is a philosophy, man. Okay, they had to establish it through a philosophy, through a belief system. Otherwise, how are you supposed to establish it, man? Okay, come on.